What's going on, guys? It's Jay Joku, and wrapping up my day here at MS224 in the South Bronx. And what I want to talk to you right now before I head out is the messaging that you give your teachers around testing. So today's Monday, and Monday here, at least in most schools in New York City, you have staff PD for about an hour. And today we're focusing primarily on preparing for tomorrow's day one of the ELA state exam. And my team asked me, is there anything you want to say to the staff before we get into just last minute, proctoring guidance, any testing instructions that they need to know about how things are going to go tomorrow. So I said, yeah, I do want to talk to the staff, because I am principal. I am the chief inspirational officer, I think. I think every principal should be that, because you want to mirror for your staff what you want them to do for the kids, right? So the thing that I did first and foremost was let them know how proud I am of the team that I work with. The teachers, my teacher leaders, support staff, all the folks who ensure that every day doors are open, kids are welcome, kids are loved, and we are educating them. But even better yet, I had to tell them how proud I am because May 1st, which will be Thursday, will make it 2 years since my first day with feet on campus here at MS 224, Exploration and Discovery, the best middle school, period. My first day here was the last day of math testing that year. I remember being surprised, wait a minute, there's testing happening? Kids were in the hallway, kids were moving around, kids were still testing, there was noise in the hallway, there were teachers who were acting like it was another regular day at Fair East, I was about to say at Fair East Side, at East Side High School from, what's that movie? Lean on Me, East Side High. That's what it felt like. It was pure chaos. And now fast forward till today now, and not this being the day before we're testing, just any typical day here at this school, you would think we were testing because kids are not in the hallway, they're not engaged in a lot of nonsense, they were just focused on doing the work. So as a result, we have a space now where, honestly, if testing was happening today, I would be completely confident the kids could focus and do what we need to do. So I have to praise the teachers, but the teachers are the ones who created that environment. They're the ones who created that space for our kids to understand what the expectation is from us, but what also should be the expectation from themselves to themselves. So I had to share that, how proud I am about that, and then ask them to share that same pride with the kids tomorrow, as we've been doing for the past couple of weeks, letting them know how we feel about them and also how we feel about how much growth we've seen in them as students and also as we've seen in ourselves as a community. So I like to think that we should all be not entering into testing with anxiety and with fear and with anticipation of what could go wrong, but rather going to these spaces, high fives, pats on the back, saying great job. Not great job after the test, but great job before the test. Because at the end of the day, this test is not the end-all be-all of the work that we've done as a community. It is just a measuring point to say, hey, this is what you've done as a community. We're just documenting it through a test, whether it's on paper or digital, to say, yes, you've met the goals that you've set for yourselves as a school community. So praise your teachers, pour into them, thank them, high fives. Don't wait till after the scores come out. Let them know before the kids even take the test. And ask them to do the same thing with the kids. Praise them, hold them up, thank them for the work they've done, and tell them great job. before the scores come up, before they take the test. Because I'm telling you, I really believe by doing that, you're setting them up for success. And more so than anything else, confidence. Confidence, so they believe they can do whatever is being asked of them. And also because they've done the work, right? All right, y'all. Uche Njoku, Sneaker Principal. Have an amazing rest of your day. Until next time, be well.